I'm in bed right now. I suffer kind of from insomnia. So I stay up at nights thinking of things. So this is me getting it out. So it doesn't stay in here, it comes out into here. So, um, right now I'm installing some DROs on my mill, or a DRO system on my mill for each axis, X, Y, and Z. I've got Z on, I still need to do X, and I'm waiting on Y to come. So, the eventual project is going to be the DRO from Yuri's Toys. It's a website. I'm going to try and get the link and put it down here. Or here. It'll be down here somewhere. The DRO it's a Bluetooth or USB linked DROs, and it uses a tablet, as it's a tablet or a cell phone, any kind of a smartphone, smart gadget. It will detect that, feed it to the tablet via Bluetooth or a USB hookup, and give you a readout like a real DRO, like a glass DRO or glass scale DRO. The rulers that it uses, the scales that it uses, are the magnetic, the eye gauging rulers, scales. So they aren't that expensive, but I got 3 of them for like $75. One was, the 6-inch was 25, and then it was like 35 and 35 for the 2 12-inches. So yeah, a little about $100, I guess. And the system will run on an Arduino Uno, and that's about $25, $30, maybe less. There's some resistors and capacitors that you have to put in there, and there's a Bluetooth shield you have to use, and jacks, plugs, stuff like that. Just basically wiring, and a power supply. I've got the power supply. I've got plenty of power supplies, and I've got everything else I need. So this will be the project. This will be the DRO project. The upgrade that way. The app, the DRO app that runs on the tablet, and the system will allow for a 4th axis. Actually, you can do 5 axes or 5 readouts. One is going to be or 3 of them are going to be for the X, Y, and Z. The 4th is going to be for a caliper or micrometer. You can hook it up. There's a little jack, a little port, a little door that comes off. If you ever wonder what that little door is that slides off, has a little brass contacts or copper contacts. So you can hook up a lead to input your measurements into a DRO system or into a computer. Basically, I'm just going to have it so I can read something and read it off there. I don't have to worry about reading the thing, and I can save the measurement. So I can actually save that to a memory and use it somewhere else. Maybe input it into the X-axis or Y-axis or whatever. So, and it also has, you can hook up a tachometer, and this is where the addition to the project comes in. I'm going to try and utilize a bicycle tachometer, one of those cheap bicycle computers with the little magnet or whatever that hooks to your spokes, and you strap the sensor. It's basically a Hall effect sensor to your fork, and you line it up with there's a spacing that needs to be done. I think it's 2 millimeters or something like that. But when everything's lined up, every time that magnet passes that Hall effect, that magnet sensor, it registers a pulse, and it just counts the number of pulses it gets per second or minute or whatever, and does the math and gives you your beats per minute, your cadence, and then you have to set up the thing for the diameter of your wheel. So if you do the math with the diameter of the wheel or the circumference of the wheel and the number of beats per second, do the math and you've got the distance traveled. So you got your odometer, tachometer, your cadence, everything. So what I want to do is use that sensor and the magnet, put it onto the top of the spindle, and so I'll have a readout from my RPMs. So it'll really kind of help with speeds and feeds. So that's that. The other project for the mill after that will be a webcam optical center finder. And I believe there's the CAM program that I'm eventually going to use, the CNC program, has a camera feature where you can set up crosshairs and calibrate it and like that. So I'll be able to do layout, put that on the end of the spindle. It clamps on, holds on by magnets. And then I can just move the table till it lines up and then take that off, install a drill bit, and go for it. So it's a handy tool. I've got a lot of neat projects happening for the mill. So stick with me and we'll get this thing done. Sorry about the lighting. I'm waiting on my GoPro to come, or Geek Pro, GoPro clone. And when that comes, the quality's going to get better. So Patreon subscribers or people that want to subscribe, the production quality will get better. Unfortunately, I won't. I'll stay the same me. So I can't improve that with funding. I wish I could. Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned.